What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the B-Rise Show. Welcome to the podcast, guys. It's good seeing you guys again. I'm here with Roper today, man. Roper,
Hello.
how you been, buddy?
Am I? How have you been?
I'm good, man. I've been busy.
I like your background more than mine.
You good, man? I appreciate it. I'm ordering more though. There's
Yeah.
a lot. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing. So, what was I gonna say? Just to the viewers, yeah, this is gonna take me a while to catch up to speed. We're kind of running a little behind on the podcast stuff. I'm right now.
It's going great. It looks great.
And I appreciate it. I'm doing a lot of remodeling on this place. That's kind of why I'm taking a while. The background and stuff, if you can see my background. I'm ordering more backgrounds. I'm trying to get a new table. I'm trying to get a new
It's very bright. I'm having to wear sunglasses.
yeah, it is bright. You should see
Yeah,
whenever
it's so bright that I'm wearing sunglasses.
yeah. So I apologize about that.
No, I'm
trying
gonna
fix
take
it.
them off. But
Are you sure? Okay, it's
Yeah,
good, dude.
yeah,
So let me tell you something. I was recording some videos about rants. Have you seen them? Have you seen my rants on Instagram and TikTok? Have you seen those at all? By chance?
yes.
So I was
yeah.
just ranting. Just rant, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Personal
they're pretty
opinion.
good. They're pretty good.
And I appreciate it. It's just that it was bright, and I was like, because I had it just like this.
That's so
So
bright.
I'm sitting right here. And I was like just looking this way, and I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah, and I'm like, man, that's bright. Yeah, sitting right here,
I bet.
looking at the
Yeah,
camera,
for
well,
real.
like that. It's real bright. It's pretty wild.
Sunglasses.
It's pretty wild. No, man, how you been, bro, Roper? I know.
I'm
you know,
good.
just for my viewers, again, if you don't want to take them on, you don't have
No,
to.
you good.
I was gonna tell everyone it's because I had Roper with me. I had Roper with me at one time. Yeah, shit. Check out his little bag. Check out his bag. I was gonna say one time I had Roper on here, and the audio. I lost the audio, and
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, and I felt bad, and I was like, Roper. I ran into Roper at a coffee shop, and I was all like, hey, so let's talk, and then chopped it up. I was like, I'd love to have you back though. So this one will be uploaded. I'm
Yeah,
promising.
cool. Cool.
So.
Yeah.
Hey, what? So did you run into our boy Braxton?
When?
Like
I haven't
earlier
seen
today?
him in a bit. I haven't
Okay.
seen Braxton
No,
in a bit.
because here's the thing. I had him on here. So I was working in Florida one time. Or not one time. Last year, I was working in Florida. And what happened was I had him on here and the audio was gone. And I was like,
Oh, gosh, man.
I did the
Not
same thing.
again.
I know. And I was like, no. And I was like, what do I do? I mean, but I found it, but I don't know if I should still upload it. You know, I'll think about it, but I do want him back here because he did talk about like some street stuff, like shooting, violence and stuff. And I was like,
Amarillo's crazy.
yeah, I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
I miss. I do miss Amarillo.
Yeah, no, I mean, if
Not
you,
I mean, not people like getting shot, but I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
Well, here's the thing about here in Amarillo, right? You have basically anywhere between I-40, south of it, you'll be safe. But, you know what I'm saying, in north, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of wild. Here's the
just
thing, though,
going
Roper.
wild,
In
so.
reality, everywhere, anywhere, everywhere, I mean, it's just everywhere is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
You got your bad apples in the good spots. You got your bad apples in the
Yeah,
bad spots.
but
It's everywhere.
Amarillo's like artistic when they do it.
Yeah.
They're bad, but they're like artistically bad.
Yeah. I
It,
mean,
it reminds me of Sims Herbs in the City. You know what I'm talking about? Did you ever play that?
no, Sims, just like streams in general.
Yeah, Sims. They did this little like offshoot game towards Herbs. Sims in the City. Yeah.
Wow.
Amarillo reminds me of that. Yeah.
I played Sims one time, and it was just create your character, and then he's just doing his own thing in his own house, and I'm like, oh, I just couldn't. It wasn't my
You
thing.
played
Though.
it for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy. He was like, we were at work one day. He was like, dude, I played The Sims, and then my guy, he got a girl pregnant, and then
wow.
the son turned 2 in 2 days, and I was like, what?
It's like, what's going on?
Then she got pregnant again, and I was like, that was just so funny. But like, I don't know. Those aren't
Realistic? No.
they're not my things, though, man. Oh, okay. So you
Can I
didn't
show
know?
you my shirt?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, check out his shirt,
yeah,
ladies
check
and
this-
gentlemen.
Yeah, check this out. Yeah. Look at that.
Check out his shirt, ladies. Check out his shirt.
ladies. Yeah.
He's single,
Look at
by the way. If y'all
Yeah.
just wanted to know.
Yeah,
What is that? Tell me
that's
about that shirt, though, Roper. What's
Oh.
going on there?
Well, Christopher Palaha, the Hallmark King. Yeah. He stars in a movie called The Shift,
Oh,
and man, he did such a great job.
tell me all about that.
Nobody could do as good as he did. He did so well. He did great.
What was that about, though? Because I remember you sent me a page about The Shift. What is that? Was that a movie? Was that a...
Oh yeah, you got to see it. It comes out on DVD in a bit. At February 13th. Is it February?
It's February. It's the
13th.
10th, I believe.
Yeah, comes out on the 13th.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
buddy. Happy
Oh, it comes out on Valentine's?
No, I'm just saying Happy Valentine's.
Oh, is today Valentine's Day?
No, in
Oh,
3
okay.
more days, 4
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah,
Valentine's.
happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay,
I
calm
don't
down.
know.
Calm
Gotta
down.
do something. So
I was just messing with you, man.
you already said happy Valentine's Day.
I was just
so
like, oh,
I'm gonna tell everyone. So
oh, to us, here's on my Valentine.
I got one. Got
Oh,
it
yeah.
covered.
Nah, man, you good. No, there's a lot of people that I like Valentine's because I'm evil. That specific day, I'm very evil because I'll be on social media and people will be sad and I'm like, ha ha ha, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, a lot of people get all upset about the Valentine's when you're single, but then whenever they're in a relationship, it's like, oh, happy Valentine's to my wife, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my side piece, my
Yep.
sneaky link.
Yeah.
But
All the things.
nobody wants to talk about that nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I've watched your stuff. You did you did a bit on it was how'd you put it? How old are you? Old enough. Dude. Good. That's good. It's good. That's really good.
That's because let me tell you that backstory. Me and my buddy, his name was Mike. When I had him on here about the whole guy friends thing, and we were at this getting a beer, and then this dude, you know what I'm saying? When we drink, we just chill. We don't try to get all drunk. This dude comes up to us and real drunk. He's all like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing?"
40% of violent crimes happen under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. So we were just chilling, bro. We're just just minding our own business, and he comes up to us and starts talking to us, and it was just getting annoying. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "So, how old are you?" And I'm like, "Old enough." You know what I mean?
Really? That's
Yeah.
not the story
Yeah.
that I was expecting.
Yeah,
to,
'cause-
that's not what I had in mind.
Yeah,
but
no,
okay.
No, so
Yeah.
that's what I said, and my buddy started laughing like, "Oh, well," you know what I'm saying? There was a girl beside him.
You got him. Got him.
Yeah, and
Old enough.
and then and then my buddy he was with some random girl. He's all like, "Yeah, that's my buddy right there." and then my
Yeah,
buddy
you got him, dude. You got him real good.
Oh, he was annoying though, and
Yeah.
I was like, how old are you? Old enough? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And so
100%.
and so after
100%, man.
And so
wow.
after that, I was all like, all right. And then I forgot what happened. Then we left. But ever since then, when people tell me my age, they're like, "Hey, so how old are you now, Brian? How old are you now?"
Old enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Old enough. Yeah, that's great, dude.
You should say it too. I know we're getting
Yeah,
older.
I'll say it. I'll say it like
if
that, too.
If anybody's all like, "How old are you, Roper?" You know,
Old enough.
yeah. For all you millennials out there, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, how old are you? Old enough.
Old enough. Yeah.
Tell them that. Tell the kids that.
See, yeah.
And that's it. You don't got to worry about your
Like that, too. Yeah.
late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying?
You're old enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you ever go to jail, old enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Great advice, man. Thank you. But dude, I want to talk to you about the Shift because you haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, just give me a
Yeah.
small rundown. I don't want to.
Oh, dude, yeah,
You
absolutely.
don't have to spoil it.
Yeah, it's solid. It's good. So I just kind of wanted to go through. I don't know, kind of go through the characters. Neil McDonough, you know him.
Nah.
Minority Report, whole bunch of stuff, just everywhere. Evil Villain, just all the time, always everywhere.
Okay.
Did fantastic. One who stuck out to me was what's his name? It's the clock guy. Does the clock stuff.
Yeah.
With the clocks. Yeah, he did great. Star Trek guy.
Okay.
Anyways, man, you just got to see it. It's a good movie.
Okay.
So yeah,
No, I just didn't know.
yeah, dude.
Just really
you
good.
seen any good movies lately? Speaking of movies, you know,
No. Barbie,
just
maybe.
yeah.
That's it.
How
Speaking
was
of
Bar-
Barbie,
how was Barbie?
That's funny though, cause like everyone, the hype that one year about that movie, a Barbie movie, and I just didn't watch it.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, Barbie, whatever. And yeah. There you go.
Did
'Cause-
you watch Oppenheimer?
Yes, I did.
Oh, very good.
It was good, but
Yeah.
I just didn't like the rest. Like, to the build up was great, and then the rest, I was like, all right, I'm bored. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong. It was good. It was a good movie. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But everybody was like Barbie, and I'm all like, But I 2 weeks ago, I finally decided to watch it, and that was actually really good. So when I saw that shirt, I was like, hey, Barbie.
Oh, it's a Barbie shirt.
It's a
yeah,
Barbie
yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, this dude's wearing a Barbie shirt. I see why you would think that. Yeah.
But just
But no, yeah, I'm just a big fan.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all good. I just Barbie was like such a legit thing, so I was all like, cool. And then I saw it, and I was all like, huh, this ain't bad. You know,
Right,
I just
right.
I got into it, and
dude, I haven't seen it.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
all good. You're not missing out. It is good. The
Yeah.
lead character, Margot Robbie.
See, I feel like I'd have to have like some type of like opinion on it,
Mm-hmm.
some type of like, like, oh, I don't know, like societal whatever opinion. So I'm glad I haven't seen it, so that I don't have to like try to do that.
Yeah.
Have some type of what like, yeah. So I'm glad I haven't seen it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that
Yeah, no. I mean, you're not. If
some
you,
political, socio-economical,
oh
like,
yeah, yeah. So it kind of threw me off because
feminist type.
when I saw it, I was just watching for the plot, and
Right.
then yeah, now
Who does that?
But
Yeah.
then whenever I like looked into it, it was feminists and women and men and the patriarchy. And,
I feel like it was just jokes. I
and
feel like it was just like,
yeah, I was just trying to
but
watch.
but I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you get a chance, I mean, you can probably you'll have an opinion on that. But like I said, I was just watching it. I just didn't care. Like every movie I go in, I just go in there just trying to watch.
yeah, for real.
I just try to watch, my own.
Do you have a cat? What was that?
I think something just fell.
That was horrifying.
That was, huh? That's okay.
That box just moved by itself.
Oh, okay. It's okay. No,
Oh.
it's the bag
Okay.
that fell. I guess. No, it's okay.
Ooh.
I promise, nothing's haunted here. You know what I'm saying?
What's it called?
You know
Where,
what?
like,
You know what?
Where you think something's gonna fall
Dude,
or whatever, and then you're like,
so let me tell you this story, okay? So this happened. My buddy, you know what I'm saying, one of my buddies, he was my roommate, and what he did is, I guess he was messing with some spirits. You know what I'm saying? And what he told me that he went to what are those things where there's a crystal ball and they're doing that for you? What is that? And they're like telling your future. Do you know what they're called? I forgot what they were called. You know?
I just wonder if they're made out of actual crystal. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, he went to see that, and then he saw like a psychic. I can't remember. He was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, but he was messing with spirits, kind of getting into that for some reason. And then, so I've never had like paranormal things ever. You know what I'm saying? But then when I moved in with him, and keep in mind, he's a normal, regular guy. He's, he don't do all that. He don't do no, spirit stuff, right? He just doesn't. He just, but every time I was with him at night, there was always something going on with him, but I can hear it too. So for example, he'd be like, Brian, whenever you, do you hear anything at night? And I was like, sometimes, not really though. Why? He's like, man, I feel people touching me. I feel something moving. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, just
Right.
move. And I was like, no, that's haven't happened to me. And then there was just one time, dude. There was just one time where, whenever you have your one room here, and then across is his room, and then I have to turn on my light to see. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to go to the living room to turn on the light. So I have to go in the dark just to see. And so just to go in the door, walk in the dark, and then just turn on the light so I can see. Well, one day, dude, I walked in, bro. I straight up walked in. Like I opened my door, walked into the living room in the dark, dude. I see a little girl with a dress.
No,
I see a little white girl with a dress.
for how long?
For like 2 seconds. Oh, a pizza. Nice.
Did you want some?
Oh, I'm good, bro. I appreciate
Sure.
it. No, I'm good, man. I'm trying to get a little healthier. I really appreciate it. It does look good, though.
Yeah.
Where'd you get
Here,
it? Oh,
here, let
no,
me-
you good. Not yet.
Sure. No, I'm just gonna give it to you. If you don't end up eating it, I'll eat it.
You can take it, bro. I already ate.
Okay.
I ate a burger. That's what I ate.
I'll just put it right here.
Yeah, you good, man? No,
Okay.
no.
So you see a little girl.
Yeah, and I panicked. I was like, no. Like, I swear, it was like just like, if we're standing as this height, like, straight up, and then, hold on.
She sees her or what?
Huh?
She sees her or what?
It's just a girl, like with the white dress, long hair, just looking at me right here, and like just standing, and I'm like, no way. I walk, turn on the light, I get my flashlight, and it was gone, and then I went and turned on the light, and it was gone, and I was like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? But again, I've never had any paranormal until
You under
I
the
moved.
influence of some sort of substance?
Not
of
me.
any sort?
No,
That'd be a variable.
that would be, huh?
But
But
it would be.
yeah, but like I said, I don't. You see, I don't drink a whole lot. I don't, smoke. I don't take anything.
Probably had like some
So that's why I was thinking.
like a drink of alcohol.
You think so?
Oh, I don't know. I'm asking. Like, did you have like?
No, like I
one
said,
beer?
nothing. No,
Nothing.
I didn't
Wow.
have nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was with him, that's what I saw, and I was like, "There's no way." And so yeah, but he would tell, like, I just remember him telling me like, "Yeah, I did this."
Right.
And then I was like, "Oh," like I just didn't think much of it. But now it's like, "Oh, no wonder I saw that. You know what I mean?"
Right.
Or
right.
heard. But now it's like, but now I mean, whenever
Like kind of what comes to mind, like when you say that. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
Finish. Yeah.
and then another thing, when he moved out, nothing. I had the house to myself. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing, and
Interesting.
then nothing, no noises, no nothing. And I was
Right.
like, because he moved to the valley where my south of San Antonio, like the border city called the Valley. He was working down there, and then everything was just gone. Nothing, no paranormal anything. And
Mm.
that's kind of, I was like, I wonder what he'd been doing, you know what I'm saying, before we
Sure.
moved in. Again, he's a regular guy, just normal,
Yeah. Interesting stuff,
but
man.
he was doing something he probably shouldn't have been doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting topic. So this is what comes to mind when to your story, right?
Yeah.
Um, of course, with the I don't know quite how to put it, with the culture or the people group or whatever that I'm used to.
Hmm.
Like, of course, like because of the writing of Paul and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very, don't, very, whatever the word is, like you better get away from that crystal ball type deal, right? So, but what comes to mind to me is I would go as so far as to characterize materialism, objectivism, materialism, rationalism, naturalism, essentially epiphenomenal thought. So the idea that reality is composed of cold, dead, dumb, stupid material.
Hmm.
That is billiard balls,
Yeah.
Newton, that reality functions in such a way.
Yeah.
Now, what a lot of people do that they don't know that they're doing because of the era of time that we were born in. So science is like brand new. The idea of analyzing the world through scientific lens,
Hmm.
brand new. But what people do that they're unaware of, because so like science textbooks and such, it had gears and stuff in the like on the picture of somebody's head on a science textbook. It had like gears and stuff.
Hmm.
It's like that's how they chose to show that. And
Yeah.
it's just like that alludes to a materialistic type whatever. My point, I think what I'm trying to get at is it's just like don't people can do what they want, but it's just like how do you say this? It's just like people are materialist
Mhm.
and then they don't know it. And then it's just like and then they judge somebody who feels like they have contact with like a dead person or something that feels like, oh, my grandmother spoke to me or whatever, like something just innocent like that. And it's just like, I don't know. I would be more, I'm, yeah, I guess it's just kind of, I'm open minded
Hmm.
in that sense. And it's just like, oh, the idea is that a lot of people are materialist, a lot of people are rationalist, a lot of people, subscribe to that train of thinking
Hmm.
and have no idea that and I'm not saying that you do at all.
Yeah.
You are probably like a spiritually minded person, but it's just like, oh, I don't know how to put that. Christ, Jesus said at one point, the rejection of the Holy Spirit or rejection of how does he put it? I think it's Holy Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Kind of gets tricky to remember all this, but yeah, that you can say whatever you want about him,
Hmm.
but to reject the whole, yeah, it is Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
It's just like don't do that. It's just like you can say whatever you want about Jesus, he'll deal with it, right?
Yeah.
But do not reject the Holy Spirit, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, but
Yeah, I got you. No, you're good. Hey, have you ever okay, you've never experienced none of that, have you? You never experienced like
the Holy Spirit, yes, I have.
okay, I think we all have. You know what I'm saying?
Woohoo.
You know what's interesting about that though? You know what's interesting about that though? Like I had a pastor had told me that if you can see demons, okay, you can see angels. You ever heard about that? Did you know about that at all? You can see demons. You can see well people that are blessed with. Hey, he can see demons, but he can also see angels.
I had some trippy stuff happen to me when I was younger, especially. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So,
Probably, huh? Yeah, you're good. Have you ever and my cousin he was telling me that, like for example, cats. they can see
yeah,
what we can't see. You know
I
what I'm saying?
believe it.
So like my question is like, have you ever tried like shrooms and stuff? Have you ever tried what's
What a question! Of course, you would ask me that.
I just
Of
wanted to know.
course, you would ask me
I
that.
just wanted to know if you have or not.
Give me a second to try to.
Process that
Yeah.
because I haven't tried it yet. That's why I'm all like, huh, I wonder what it's like.
I know how to answer that question. I
Okay.
know how to answer that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. This is what we know. If you look into the scientific research of psilocybin, so it's just like, God forbid either one of us try to be a physician, right? But it's just like, I don't know, if you have respect for the medical practice
Yeah.
and like medicine and like helping people
Yeah.
and like doctors and like real lab coats and stuff, yeah, psilocybin, it'll be in the future.
Okay.
So it's just like psilocybin, it has a Schedule 1 whatever on it,
Okay.
but it's just like, oh, I don't know, how do you put that? It's just like, what do you want to listen to people? It's like, who do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to doctors or do you want to listen to the law? And it's just kind of like, I mean, dude, it's just kind of like the core essence of the narrative that we have is a dude that's upset with the status quo and the law. And it's just kind of like, oh man, it's so frustrating because like, but yeah, it's kind of like when it comes to psilocybin, it's like, let's say you had a buddy who was addicted to meth
Okay.
or heroin.
Okay.
And let's say you wanted to help him.
Okay.
The data would indicate that psilocybin would be a great way to go about doing that.
Okay.
And so the future probably consists of psilocybin as medicine. And so it's kind of like, which leads everybody to do the right thing.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of like, and it's just like, oh, people trying to do the right thing. It's just like, oh, I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, so much of people doing the right thing. So much of people doing the right thing that kids with kids suffering from seizures couldn't take CBD. Like just a few years ago. Just a few years ago, your kid had having seizures, couldn't take CBD. It's just like all these people doing the right thing, being good people. It's just like there's kids out there can't take CBD for seizures. It's just like, man, these good people, man.
Yeah.
These good people, I can't.
It frustrates you, like.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does.
I have a friend in Albuquerque. He has seizures, but he takes CBD. And I asked him, I was like, because we're talking about marijuana, because I was asking him about it, and
and all these people are like CBD. Well, THC is different than CBD, and it's just like I'm just kind of like, okay, well, step by step, we'll start with we'll talk about CBD, then we can talk about THC, like but like because people are like, oh,
yeah, they're against and all that stuff. It's because in New Mexico it's legal, right? Everything.
just listen, just follow the science. Goodness, people.
So I had asked him, I was like, hey, are you? So I asked him like, why do you smoke? And he told me, oh well, growing up I had seizures and I took medication because of these seizures. And he was all like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? So then he started, smoking weed, and the seizures just went away, and he just kind of did that. The marijuana was for medical reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, okay, well that helped him.
Sure.
I was just like, I get it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's that. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a try to feel whenever there's a physiological response. So it's just like when something's illegal, you go further down the line of physiological like feeling, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like somewhere at that level of analysis, there's a person with a gun
Okay.
enforcing what you do. And so people, what they do in their mind, it's just like they can feel, and at the point that they lose. So it's just like, if you know that at a certain point that your body has this physiological response, and then they govern moral analysis through this physiological feeling of, oh, I would lose. There's a man with a gun, like it's just like, and that's how they gauge the morality of things, which kind of like, and this is, I've been like thinking about stuff like this, but it's just like, that's what's so interesting about the Christ narrative. It's because it's just like, nah, you can still lose and still be right. So it's just like you can feel you you could feel a loss of, like you could think any such thought, and it's just like, and there's no way of winning it, but it's still a win. Like Christ or whatever. It's just like, how is getting crucified it? How is that? How is that a win?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like all of those, the whole narrative is a dude that's walking towards his demise,
Yeah.
And so, but do you see what I mean? It's just people, they gauge the morality of something by, oh, that's a losing game. It's just like, well, just because you're losing doesn't mean that you're not right,
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Hey, tell me about your it's Bible time. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of
It's
my thing.
Just a website, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, www. It's BibleTime.com. Yeah.
So he has his own thing going on. So I wanted to actually talk about that. So tell me about it, though, if you don't mind me asking. Like, what is it all about and all that?
Right.
Because I did see one where it was pretty well edited, and I'm like, oh, nice. You know
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. I read from the Bible and say words about it. I'm interested in both aspects of it. I'm interested in the part where I read from it for obvious reasons, and I'm also interested in the part where I say words about it. The part where I say words about it, it's a bit more. Oh, I don't know. Like you can't mess up if you're just reading it, right?
Yeah.
It's like surely you can't mess up if you're just reading it, but it's just like, I don't know, the part where I say words about it. I think that's pretty important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that part's really important. I'm really interested in. Well, here, let me start by posing this. We live in a society, and then 10% of the revenue goes towards this narrative structure that consults on human behavior.
Yeah.
And so it's just like it's not that. It's like it is at least that. And so I mean, it's like what a fascinating thing. But anyways, I think kind of like the checks and like I don't know, a whole bunch of people like keeping people in check. So it's just like, yeah, dude, leave it up to the Bible guy to not bring a Bible with him. Like shame on him.
It's all good. We have phones now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, yeah, for real. Well, I mean, I actually remember what it is. It's just like, ooh, I would be hard pressed to not. Oh gosh, how do you even do stuff like this? Leviticus 20:13.
Okay.
And so I'm just like, okay, like I'm a Christian, so it's just like that's what do we do? Leviticus 20:13. If a man shall lie with another man, it's just like, oh my God, he's actually doing like why? If a man shall lie with another man as if he's a woman, he has done what is detestable. Stone him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, man. Like I'm just kind of like, like I really want to nip this thing in the bud, but to where it's just like to where I can really I really want to say, this is like, well, that's wrong.
Uh-huh.
And then it's kind of like, it's just like, where are these people at? It's just like, so it's just like, well, I don't know how to put that. It's kind of like, so it's wrong because it's wrong. First of all, it's just like, don't do that. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? God, people are crazy, dude. So it's wrong because it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, I don't know, Jesus or whatever.
Yeah. It's
kind of like, it's wrong because of Jesus. Like, so it's kind of like, theologians, people like theological people. It's kind of like, it's like a word salad. It gets all mixed up. It's not even like, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, it's like these people that are just not even thinking, because it's kind of like it's kind of like, do you not know a dude? You not know a dude who? So it's like you get a time. Let me ask you. You get a time machine. You get a time machine. You get a gay. You have a gay with you. Okay. You go back in the past. Rules are rules. The law is the law. Let's say somebody's claiming that the Bible's in value, whatever the words are, right? Yeah. I don't care. Like it's like, oh, I don't know. You go back in the past. you get a gay with you, you have the time machine, you go back to Leviticus 20:13, and it's just like, then what? I don't know. It's like, what would Jesus do? It's kind of like, I don't know. If Jesus had a time machine and went back in the past to Leviticus 20:13, to where they'd be throwing rocks at people, it's just like, it's, I don't know. Jesus like walking like, get your hand, get the hand, put the rocks down, put the rocks down, leave the gays alone. It's just like, and it's just kind of like, and these theologians, they're like, well, blah, 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 and it's just like, do you not know what blood looks like? Do you not, like, can you see in your head a gay guy getting bashed with a rock? It's just like, oh, come on, people. And like, and it's so important. It's so important because, like, it's just kind of like, okay, so we're Christians, right? And we're eating the same dude, we're drinking the same blood, all the things, right? For real, we're all in this together. Okay. Okay. But this is okay. Whatever level of analysis I should use for my religion, my whatever, it's just like, that has to be correct because other people, because there's other religions, because there's the Quran, there's Muhammad, so like, whatever level of analysis I need to be using with my book, with me, I would hope they would do it. So it's just like, I have to get this right because it's just like, with my own book, with my holy text, so that other people will. And it's just like, if we don't figure that out, it's just like, with the better book. No, I'm kidding. But like, goodness, dude.
No, you good, man. Just relax, buddy.
Yeah, no, man. But I'm just like, oh gosh, these people.
They frustrate you.
Yeah, it does. Chill out. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Well, your turn. You go.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask.
Well, no, I'm softballing it to you. So like,
oh no,
right,
you're good. Hold on. I'll get to that in a second. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
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 He was getting riled up.
Yeah, He was
getting riled up because.
Listen here, Francis. No,
you know what I'm saying, like back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's saying riled up about how things are, how they are now compared to then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. New covenant. Old. I mean, yeah. It's just like any theologian. Yeah. No, you got. Yeah. It's
anyways,
like,
we're gonna
nobody's really just.
We're gonna go on break in a second, buddy. We'll thank our sponsors and we'll be right back. Okay. This video is sponsored by. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, this video is sponsored by. Roper, how you been?
Good. Yeah.
There we go. That's.
I mean, it's
just in case if y'all are wondering too, Roper. If you're wondering, how do you know Roper? How do you know this guy? So I know Roper from college. I was at WT. This was 2013, 14, around there, 12. I met Roper around this time.
Right.
And then around this time, he did a lot of movements. He did a lot of try to positive movements. So, for example, do you remember when you did it was to oh my gosh, bro, what chain. Okay, can you, if you could, this is 2014, and I remember it was an event for the whole school to do, and we were supposed to stay on a post for 24 hours. Chain yourself for so many hours. I remember. Now this was for
you could sign up for the amount of hours that you change yourself.
Yeah, and this was for a good cause. Do you remember what it was about though? What was it?
Yep, it was human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that go? Because this is what I remember. You had sent us we got a pamphlet saying, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and it was a year in advance. It was for spring, I remember, and this was in the fall when I saw it. And I said, oh, okay, cool. It's gonna change.
Activism Acting Fun Club.
Yeah.
SAF.
Yes.
It's not a disease. It's a good thing.
I just remember where it was there. I signed up for it and I went. We even did we even do open mic or something like that?
All
karaoke.
Stuff, yeah.
We did all kinds. Yeah, I remember.
Change yourself to a pillar and raise money.
And then we did that all overnight. Everybody was there.
People brought tents. Yeah.
And there was some people at this time too. I remember this. They brought even though they chained themselves, I think either their legs or their arm. No, their legs. They brought desks, and then this is around the time where that video game of PCs. What was it called? It's so popular now. I mean, it's always been popular. League of Legends.
Oh
League of
wow.
Legends. So
Yeah.
everybody was playing. I don't know. Did you not pay attention to that? I was
They
there.
brought desk and
Yeah, they brought some. It was like three dudes. They
Oh,
brought
wow.
desks and
it's so funny.
they changed themselves on their legs
And
to
played
whatever.
League of Legends.
and
Of
played League
course
of-
they did.
And
Oh,
so they
yeah.
did that. Yeah, I thought you were there.
Oh, no, I mean, I probably was, but
Yeah,
of
they were
course
playing
they played League. Yeah, God,
yeah, it was three of them, and I was like, oh, they're all playing League, and then they were supporting a cause.
sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
what was the outcome of that, Roper? Do you remember? Because I remember.
Raised pretty good money.
I remember.
Are you laughing because of the sock thing?
No,
Yeah.
because I remember at the end of it, at the very end of that whole thing, you were upset. You were upset about it
I was, yeah.
because you didn't raise the one you want, the money you wanted. And,
Yeah,
and I was,
yeah.
but I was just joking with you, and I was all like,
Dude, yeah, it's. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was like, hey, you could pickpocket all that money, and you're
It's
all
so
like,
funny.
and you're
Yeah.
all like, oh my gosh, oh, like you're like, no, I can't be doing that.
Oh, just transparent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just transparency here at a sock drawer.
Yeah.
Put all the money in a sock.
That's
Not all the money, but like a lot of the money.
Yeah,
It's just like
but I was gonna
it
ask you,
disappear. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I was
That's messed
so
up.
pissed. Yeah.
what
Oh
what
my
was
gosh.
the outcome though? Like whenever all said and done, it was all over. I know you
We
raised
didn't
quite a
have
bit,
Yeah.
but what
Didn't have air conditioner either. But
so what was the outcome of it though? Like what happened?
I mean, it raised awareness, raised money. A lot of people paid by card.
Okay.
It's like probably half of it was paid by cash. Golly, dude. Yeah. No, it was really good. It was really good. Raised a lot of awareness. Just like modern day sex trafficking.
And you know what threw me off, Roper? Because I mean, it took a lot of balls for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like starting that up, and then you know what I'm saying? Like
Just rambunctious
you know, what I'm
fellow,
saying?
but
And
yeah.
it threw me off because like Roper did all that. You know what I mean? Like this is his event. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Just
I mean,
for a good
Melissa
cause.
Hansen, Phelan Stewartberg.
This
Yeah, I mean, I had some pretty good help, but
yeah, and that was crazy because I was like,
Brewster, Robert Brewster.
Yeah.
You were,
Oh,
you were there?
I forgot
Yeah, yeah.
about that, dude. Yeah, I know. I hope
We
I'm
go
sure
way
they're-
back, dude.
Yeah, I know I don't talk to those guys no more. We all grew up, but I just remember.
Yeah.
I remember, and then after that, all that was said and done, you had talked at your church, and I remember it was like you talked to them, all of them. It was like its own podcast around the church, and it was recorded,
like
and I listened to it all on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, that was a while back, dude.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
yeah, this was a long time ago, like at 2013.
I'm not even sure I'd agree with like the theological. Like, I'm not even sure I'd agree with my own message.
Yeah,
if
can
I
you get
look
close to the
back,
mic?
but- yeah,
But yeah, no, I just remember that. But like that money, like how did you send it over to where it needed to go? How does that work?
yeah.
Actually, before you answer that, let's start from the beginning. What made you want to do that event that year?
Yeah. Raise awareness and funds. Well, I mean, let's see. Yeah. How did that thing start off? It was,
Remember 2012, 13.
I'm going to give you the answer,
were-
but
we
it's
were-
quite an answer.
We were 18. No, I was 21, 22 around that time. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on. If you remember.
It was reverse engineered. We were asking ourselves, how could we chain ourselves to the pillars surrounding the buffalo statue?
Okay.
And then we thought sex trafficking.
Uh-huh.
So it started off, how can we chain ourselves to the pillars surrounding the buffalo?
Yeah.
And then, so I mean, that just goes to show, like, you know, like, you can always do the right thing. But I mean, like, started off, like, got together at the Student Activism Acting Fun Club, SAF. It's not a disease, it's a good thing. Which I was the president of. And someone brought up we could chain ourselves to the pillars surrounding the buffalo.
Okay.
And I was just like,
And so you said, you know what? Let's make a good
Sex
cause for sex trafficking.
right.
And then, so now when you started that and we good, you got it all good. People actually attended to it. It was you raised quite a bit of money, and I remember even the church that you were attending to.
It was like
actually gave you-
it was like 2000. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. This is
Again, yeah, this was
2 years. The second year, we I pretty much scheduled it because I didn't have Melissa's help. Scheduled it during the same time as scheduled it during the same time as another church's. Scheduled it during the same time as Shackathon. The second year, I scheduled it at the same time as Shackathon. This other huge.
I remember
So
that.
like we were competing, like just right down to whatever people building shacks,
Yeah.
and we were chaining it like at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Just like no one told me. Yeah, yeah, that was the second year, dude.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, but yeah, so I suppose I was doing the sex trafficking stuff before it was, oh, I don't know, whatever, like before it was popular. I don't know. Haha. But yeah,
where did all
no.
that money go? Like, where did it go? What I'm at is like, who did
Oh,
you send it to?
A21, A21. Yeah.
821,
Yeah, I
and
don't know if
then
they're still around, but yeah.
and so you give it to them, and then they used it to whatever that
Yeah,
caused
yeah.
me to go to.
A21 was a they did um they were mainly publicity, like knowledge is power type.
Okay.
I don't think they were really like boots on the ground people or whatever, but they were very like, hey, like everyone needs to know. Very, what's the word? Sound of freedom.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Sound of freedom, like, it's just like they didn't do anything per se, but it was kind of like, okay, consciousness, okay, knowledge, like just people knowing this should help.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool, man. No,
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Yeah.
And you had another one. You did another one.
We did it 2 years. The second year was during the same time as Shackathon.
Because I transferred. I left.
That's right.
I left WT. I dropped out, and then I went to AC. I didn't go back to WT after that.
Probably saved a lot of money.
So yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And what happened? So you didn't know? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wish
yeah.
I knew that back then,
Oh,
man. I would
should
have.
have sent you an invite. Yeah. Yeah, I did two of those. Second one was out Melissa, so I scheduled at the same time as Shackathon.
So and then what was the outcome of that? That kind of had a little
Was that
problem, huh? Or something like that.
I mean, yeah, it was competing against Shackathon. So I mean, yeah.
Did you raise enough that year? Or,
I think we raised less, but yeah.
but it was something. And I never forgot, Roper.
It's been a bit.
You know what I never forgot? We were walking to your dorm, and I remember you were telling me how upset you were because what you wanted was you wanted to raise a lot of money so you can save them all, and then somebody had told you something like, "Hey, man, yeah, at least save one." You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many you saved, but you did accomplish. You know what I'm saying? More than what
Yeah.
you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But I remember you telling me that.
That's yeah.
Like,
Seems like
I
something
wanted to
like-
save them all. I was like, but
It's like, all right,
save
man, yeah,
save
yeah.
one. You saved one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you remember? You don't remember that conversation we had though? This was a long time ago. We were walking. I
My
remember.
subconscious does. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that was a good cause though that you did
Yeah.
that though.
Well, thanks,
And
man.
then
Yeah.
after that, you didn't do it anymore. You didn't do anything similar to that no more.
After those two times, no. Now it's just kind of like, hey, go watch Sound of Freedom. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
You should do
Yeah.
another one 1 year. 1 year, just do another one.
oh wow, go back and.
Well,
as
maybe
not a
maybe
student, that'd be
maybe not
interesting,
go
yeah.
over there, but you can start a new one of some here and somehow. Hey, I'm doing this for. What's another that needs to?
I guess it's kind of like, I don't know. Guess we could both like right now just be like, hey, oh gosh, like the things I say, dude. It's like, hey, don't diddle little children. Like I guess we could both, both say, or, I mean, definitely little children. Like prostitution's like legal in Vegas. What my mind, like, some just like high in trade openness. It's just like this dude, But like, yeah, definitely don't do that. Yeah. So
if you
we can both do our part to say, hey,
stop it.
stop it. Right.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can save lives, I could. If
Sure.
I could, I would.
Yeah, dude. It's, I mean, and it's probably pretty dark stuff too. It's probably like really, pretty horrific is what I would assume. Yeah.
What's out there that you can what other what are they called? Non-profit stuff? Well, okay. Well, the chain. What was that? What was that called?
Chained.
but what
First year it was called Chained for a Cause. Second one was just called Chained.
But what was it? What is that specific what is that called? That not like a protest. What is it called?
Awareness.
It's an awareness. Is it called
Yeah.
a profit or something? It's
We did raise funds. Did
it's
raise money. Yeah.
to raise I just don't know.
Awareness and money.
But
yeah.
I'm trying to look for the name of that. What you did? Oh, we did a fund for I don't know what I thought it was something. I thought there was a name for it, but there's other kinds of awareness and stuff that y'all can do, huh? Like for example, saving children or sex trafficking. What else is there? You know, saving
Oh,
lives.
sure. No, good question.
But what else is there that?
Oh yeah,
Because
dude.
I know there's a lot more out
Yeah, I
there.
mean, solid question,
I
right?
just don't. I
Um,
don't remember. I don't know what really.
yeah, I mean, oh, there's all sorts of things, man. What comes to mind at the
Like
moment?
breast cancer awareness. You
Sure,
know what I'm
stuff
saying?
like that. Well, I mean, like even that's like,
But do you know more?
yeah. Oh gosh, everything's nuanced. But here's one that I'm not that I don't know enough to probably be talking about it. But a lot of there's slave induced labor for like iPhones and various phones and like like if you go down to the roots of a lot of like cell phone manufacturers, there's like slave labor and it's just like man, it's just kind of like humanity. Here we are, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like well, not being here, it's just like too late for that.
Hmm.
It's just like that's like we can't because people kind of pose that as a solution. It's just like if the world had less people, wouldn't it be better? It's like all right, let's not do that. Let's not. That's not sophisticated. That's it's just like right. So it's kind of like humans. Here we are,
Hmm.
100%. There's no denying that. It's just like how do we progress from here to like reduce unnecessary suffering?
Yes.
And it's just like
So what would
yeah.
that be called? What would you call that one?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Human slavery or something?
Yeah.
Work
I mean,
slavery? I don't know what that would be called. I don't even
right.
know. I never really thought of that one really.
Yeah, people don't know. People don't know
What would
that.
this be? Other countries or here in the United States?
Well, we outsource it.
So that'd be
Yeah.
like, for example, like
Yeah, like
China.
our
something
cell
like that?
phones. Yeah,
Okay,
stuff like that, dude.
that's a
So
good
I mean,
one.
it's a knowledge is power, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. So
yeah.
I don't want to say the brands that I'm thinking of, but I know
Sure,
what you're
right.
talking
Yeah,
about.
kind of same here. It's kind of like,
It's like,
well,
I don't want
we're
to.
probably all guilty. Yeah.
So and then there's more, man. But like, let's say this. So let's say now, right? If you can do another one, what would you do if you
That's a good
could?
question.
You know what I'm saying? If there's one that at the top of your head, like, hey, you know what? I would do this. I'd bring back chain, but a different version, and this money would go towards what? If
Oh,
you
I don't
can.
know, man. It's like what I'm interested in. I think what I specialize in, what I found myself doing is this isn't the reason why, but it's just like, so we are structured so that 10% of a society's revenue goes towards this structure and this narrative. And so it's kind of like what I've found myself doing is it's just like, utilizing that. It's like, okay, like that's probably a good place to start. So it's just like human behavior, emulation, you know, we're both emulating Christ to the best of our ability. And it's just like, well, that seems like a good place to start. And it's just kind of like
But you don't know which one you would do.
that's a conclusion that I've reached. So like, I just spend a lot of my efforts on my website.
Okay.
So that's just kind of like,
If I could though, if I can start one like something,
sure,
it would be more of like suicide awareness.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, if you think about it, bro, we live in a broken home. We live in a really broken home, and it's just a mess.
yeah, man. I'm kind of wondering right now if we know the same people.
Well,
There's been a lot.
There's
Oh
some
gosh, dude.
there's some there's some out there that you know what I'm saying that we need to look into. What was I saying, Roper?
Suicide awareness.
No. To be honest, dude, if I could, if I really could, I'd do a suicidal one, dude. If you think about it, this world, we live in a pretty broken society, in my opinion. Broken homes, people just offing themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
It's a lot.
it's just pretty wild. And if I can be one of those guys that can change that or fix that or try to at least ease that, I would. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I was looking into volunteering. You know what I'm saying? Volunteering. You know, I never told you this. Actually, nobody knows about this. I volunteered in 2012, 2013. I did the Big Brothers Big Sisters program.
Oh yeah.
And what happened was, it was a long process. It basically at the time, it was these parents that don't have the single mothers. They put their kids in this program to have a brother, and then apparently, like studies show that a child that has a good figure in their lives, it'll change their life it will put their life in a good direction. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
And so they would put their kids, they will enroll them in this program, and they would partner with a an adult that has good intentions. You know what I'm saying, like a father. Does that make
Sure.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I decided to try that. You know what I mean? And I did. It was a long, long process because I had to do 3 interviews. They had to
Really?
do
Yeah.
background checks,
Sure.
and it was I just had to do all kinds of stuff, just paperwork.
I never did, but yeah.
And
Yeah.
so what happened was, and then when I got approved, they're like, okay, we're gonna part you. This parent wants to part. We're gonna part you with this young child, and you're gonna go to his school, and you get to hang out with them for 30 minutes to an hour. So that's what I did. I went to the school. You know what I'm saying? I had to sign in, and then hey, I'm with the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and I was like, hey, I'm here to see what's just called the Little. And so I met the teacher, and then the teacher was like, this is so and so, and you are his big, and he's your little, and his parent, you don't just basically just
Yeah.
hang
Yeah.
out, just
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, on school grounds. You know what I'm saying. There's some, I don't know how it is now. I don't know whatever happened. I know there was some parents that like you can go to their house and just kind of hang out with them. You know what I'm saying. Of course with parental guidance and supervision. You know what I mean. But I was always at the school, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of kick it with him, hang out
Right.
with
That's
him.
so cool. Yeah.
And so he would always like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a smart little kid, and we would just hang out and talk and like, what's up, buddy? You know what I mean? We would talk about Minecraft. I don't know if you ever played that video
Sure.
game. And then
Yeah.
this was yeah, and we would talk about that, and he would laugh, and and then hey, it's recess. Did you want to go eat recess with him, or go to recess and go to lunch with them? And I would, you know what I'm saying? We just kind of hang out. We just
So cool.
go outside, and then
Yeah.
just with the kids and on, they play ball and all that stuff. And then whenever it would go like recess is over, you know what I'm saying, he has to go back to class, and then that's when I leave.
Oh wow.
So I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey buddy, it was
I
good.
didn't know how it works. That's
Yeah,
really
well,
cool.
that's how I did mine. That's
Yeah.
what they told me. That's what I was allowed to do. So I was all right, buddy. It's good seeing you, man. You know what I mean? Like I was just like a big brother to him. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
And so I just shook his hand, and all right,
When was the
bud.
last time you talked? You should probably
That's
talk.
that's that's the part. That's the part that made me sad was that. Uh, so this I was in college this time, right? And I saw him twice a week. That's the allowed what we were supposed to do. So I went to see him, kicked it with them. You know what I'm saying? Ate lunch with them, and then there was other students that did the same thing that I did. You know what I mean? And then what happened was, I dropped out of school,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I still saw him. I still drove I moved to Amarillo,
Oh
and
wow. So,
and
yeah.
I
Yeah.
drove all the way to Canyon just to do the same thing. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And just kick it to them on school grounds. You know what I'm saying? It was for positive. You know what I'm saying, for good cause. And then I had to work. You know what I mean? I had a job, found a job, and I couldn't see him anymore. And then after that, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
I bet you could.
he's 18, 19
Oh
right
wow.
now. He's
Yeah.
grown now. This was
Yeah.
years ago now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he went to school with my cousin.
Look him up, dude.
I don't know where. If I can, I really want to see my cousin so I can be like, hey, bro, whatever happened to this guy? I don't know, because I was told that he moved. He moved to California with his mom, and I never heard from him or saw him again.
Yeah, I bet you could find
Yeah,
him. I bet you
I,
could find
I,
him.
I
That'd
wish
be
I
cool.
wish I could, because he was legit like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I was glad I did that program, but I can't, I mean, I was looking into it. I would like to do it now, but with my schedule, it'd be pretty rough.
Sure.
So I was thinking maybe I could do another volunteer thing for a good cause. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But there's also other stuff, other projects that I want to do that can actually help others. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's a bunch of stuff if I can get
Yeah.
involved.
It's
because like
yeah,
I said,
I-
bro, it's a broken system
Sure.
everywhere.
Sure. I think.
You know what I
I
mean?
think there's a, how do you put this? Um. Oh, for a younger generation to have contact basically with the older generation, it's just like, to me that's just like a self-evident thing, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, like, I don't know, I think it's gotten more difficult because, like, like you'll see videos online to where it's just like a dude like giving out free skateboards, and then some mom will come and be like, you're a pedophile, stuff like that. And it's just like, that's not making the situation any easier.
Yeah.
And so, no, it's important. It's important stuff. And, I think that's definitely a variable that does not help.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can kind of understand the climate. I'm sure you can kind of
Yeah.
see the, yeah.
It was just kind of sad though, because it was a good program. I really liked
Right,
it, but
right.
like they had called me because I had to stop, well, because I was working, and they had called me like, "Hey, are you still interested in the program?" I was like, "Ma'am, listen, I work now, man. I'm sorry, I can't do this," because they were gonna partner me up with another child somewhere, and of course I wanted it on school grounds. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it just made me sad because like
Gotta find the guy, man.
I know I changed his life
Especially
for
now
the
since he's like a
I know I changed his life
adult
for
now.
the
Yeah.
positive. I don't know where he's at, and I don't know where he's at now. I don't know what he's doing now. I lost touch with him.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That'd be
when
exciting. That'd be cool.
yeah, hopefully I do.
I implore you. I implore you to do such. Now.
He'd
Yeah.
be like, "What's up, buddy? I'm your big brother. Remember?" You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Do it.
yeah, because it was a pretty lengthy process. So stuff like that. I mean, you kind of have to, because again, bro, like
It's kind of funny.
like
Being a youth
those-
minister, they
those,
just
like-
kind of like throw you in it.
like-
They don't do as much, but yeah. No, they still do stuff. They still do. I'm
it's
pretty
because
sure
like
they're not- yeah.
they do all this background stuff because you don't want to pair them up with like a pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody with like, yeah, for real.
So
I
that's-
mean, yeah, I don't know. You get somebody with a record, but it's just,
Yeah,
yeah. So in
yeah.
my mind, I'm
Because
just
like
like, you know,
you have to have a clean record for that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I'm
very,
like not
very
sure that I, how clean,
Yeah, yeah. Because
I-
arresting, you get arrested for something. You know,
yeah, doing
something
yeah.
dumb. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some people get arrested for like I saw on the news someone got arrested for a U-turn, illegal U-turn. I mean,
Stuff like that.
and I'm
yeah.
like, I think a ticket would have been fine, but okay. And then
right.
arrest. And I'm like, what? There was some other stuff like not paying it. Okay, no. I mean, I saw another one. Does not paying it? No, that one does count. I was gonna say not paying a
Criminal
ticket.
trespassing. That's one that.
Do you think so? I don't know how that works. Get arrested for something. Basically, just getting
Well, you
arrested
can
for.
you can get arrested. Like, let's say you get a criminal trespass. Oh gosh, this is. It's
But how does that
conversation.
work?
But I mean, like, you get a criminal trespass from Walmart or
what's a-
something.
what's
And you
a-
go to Walmart. You know.
What's an example of that? I don't know what that is. Criminal trespass.
Yeah. So Walmart's like, we don't like you, and then you're like, I like Walmart. Then you go back to Walmart or whatever. But or you were invited by Walmart, I might say.
Okay.
But I digress. But yeah, dude. I don't know. Let's say Walmart invites you. No, I'm kidding. Whatever, dude. Like whatever.
And then
But
you
yeah.
walk in and they arrest you.
Yeah,
Get on
yeah.
the
Let's say Walmart was like straight up inviting you, but like but like covertly. Whatever, dude. Like,
No,
yeah, I don't
you're
know.
good.
But
No, you're good. But now going back, man, that Big Brothers Big Sisters program was a good one. But if I could, if my schedule allowed it, I'd do it again. You know what I mean? But I do want to volunteer. There's other, we have a bunch of volunteers here in Amarillo. I don't know. I couldn't name them on the top of my head. I did look them up, but there's a bunch.
Yeah.
For good causes. Like I said, the Ronald McDonald House and the
they got in trouble for something.
did they?
Yeah, they did.
I
They
try
did.
to go for like local, like not too, how do I put it? It's hard to explain, but I'd rather go for like local.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But-
it's something that like
something-
yeah,
but-
people should be geared towards that.
yeah,
People should
for
do
for
that.
positive. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
good. If I use if I have talents that will better a person's life and for their future, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy to. You know what I mean? And because like I said, bro, just system's just broken. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? Everyone's going through it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's just losing their minds, and we don't need. It doesn't need to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We don't need to turn to alcohol. We don't need to turn into. We don't need to turn to drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sad. It should be more like.
Yeah, don't do meth, don't do heroin, don't do
don't do the
yeah.
hard stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't do anything illegal. But that's just one of those things where it's like, if I can
Yeah,
change a life,
yeah.
I would do
Don't
it.
do meth
Or anybody. You know what I'm saying?
or heroin.
Yeah, just don't do none of the hard drugs, illegal
Right.
stuff. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the okay. But I
or
mean,
don't do them all. No, just don't do nothing.
yeah, just don't do anything
Just don't
ever.
do
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't even drink water.
Yeah.
Just, nothing. Don't drink none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't eat.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying as well. That's what I
That's
that's what I think is
We're
as
joking,
well.
by the way. But no, that's just. I really do want to get back into volunteering. You know what I'm saying? But I never, like I said, going way back to what we were talking about. I never forgot the chain. I never forgot the positive that you were doing. You know what I mean? I never forgot about that. So,
Dude, I remember being I mean like oh it's difficult because like people they generally are excited about it's just like oh I gotta do something like I totally get that. That's totally how I was. And it's kind of like oh I don't know. Thinking in terms of like microcosms might be helpful. Because people see big issues and they're like, like really got to like sex trafficking or whatever. I mean, and there's this idea that your own individual psyche, that if you can orient yourself, because it's like it's a spiritual idea, really, that if you can get so like it appears as though I am most responsible for what's inside this skin.
Mm-hmm.
For all intents and purposes, that's how we run the level of analysis.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, so here I am. And then it's like the idea becomes, as a spiritual being who is connected to the universe, God, etc., quantum physics, whatever, like, let me just appease everybody in these words that I'm saying, right? Because words are, whatever, right? But we are most responsible for what appears to be, the spiritual aspect of, what's inside, the blood flow, like, stuff like that. So it's kind of like, well, what can we. I've gotten to the point where it's just like, okay, how can I best utilize my spiritual, like, what is it that I can, stuff like that. And so,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, like all the time it's just like, oh, I don't know, like I could be nicer, I could whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what is it that you as a person, you're connected to the whole. So it's kind of like, how do we, so that's kind of where I've ended up. But yeah, I was really like, oh, I gotta do something now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, well, there's utility in thinking that way.
Or do you think in the future you're gonna start a new dang it, what is that word I'm looking for? A new profit or something? I don't know what it's called. I couldn't tell you. Okay, chain. You did chain, right?
Yeah.
What was that called? You did. What was it called?
Chain?
Yeah, but okay. Are you gonna do a new version of chained in the future? You think a new?
I don't know, man. I'm probably just gonna stick to my website. Probably. It's kind of like, for better or worse, that has ended up as my thing. So it's kind of like that's kind of where I found myself, and it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you good, bro. Now if you do for some reason, hey Brian, guess what? I'm gonna try to save babies.
Pygmies or something.
Pygmies.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Or pigs. I'm gonna try to save puppies. I'm gonna
I
try
think
to save.
pygmies are like a. I don't even know. I probably said something offensive. I don't even know. I don't even know.
You said pick me?
Pygmies.
Oh, pygmies. I don't know what that is.
It's like a type of I don't even know. It's like a type of person or something.
Okay, but if you do start a new or a march, let me know. I don't know what they're called, bro. What are they
Sure.
called?
Yeah.
A new a rally? A new
Oh, activism.
an
Some type
activism?
of activism. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, to answer your question, yeah, I did.
mean-
Yeah. I mean, it's no secret. I went to Austin, in Texas,
Mhm.
and I laid over-the-counter medication from Colorado on the steps of the Capitol, and I said, "Get your stuff together. Quit having liar's eyes. Here's all the medicine that I can't give to my mother." Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. So, like, I went to jail for that, and
Oh,
like,
did you really?
I did, and
So you got
yeah.
not it's whatever. Okay, what's legal in Colorado is illegal in Texas, correct?
Well, yeah. So
And
there,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
that.
Well,
You
yeah.
don't have to say just.
Well,
what
no,
it-
just
what-
just real quick. So the idea is that if you say, okay, here's the rules of the game, and then, or somebody says, here's the rules of the game, right? And it's just like, and if you break your own categorization rules, so it's just like, there's 3 categories for a Schedule 1 substance, and it's just like, it doesn't fall under the 3 categories. So it's just like, you say this is what something is. Here's the categories, and it doesn't match the categories. It's like somebody's lying. I don't care about your bed sheet, clothing. I don't care about your gun. I don't care about your badge. It's just like, you, by the categories you're giving me, it's not matching the categories. So it's just like, quit lying. Quit lying.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not matching the criteria that you gave us, that you gave me. So it's just like, either match the criteria or quit lying.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean,
That's why we vote, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, well, oh gosh, dude. I don't even know. Well, we have a Democrat in office now, and it's just kind of like, well, I mean, dude, yeah, you're not wrong. It's just kind of like, it's almost like, okay, I have to step outside of the political in order to say what I'm saying. It's just like, yeah. It's just like, I really do. I try to step outside the political in saying this, because, like, well, okay, here we go. Republicans. Okay, all right. Just no. It's
Roper. Just kind of relax. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Breathe, right?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I
no,
won't.
it's kind of like,
You can come on
No,
because I do want to talk
it's all
about
right.
politics
I'll
on
just
my
say-
next
yeah,
one.
I'll
You know what I'm
just
saying?
say, I'll just say it real quick.
But just chill out. I know how you are.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, he needs to relax.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what is it? So, like, if you want guns, it's kind of like, you gotta. It's just like, if that's what you're saying, you saying you want guns, those kill people. It's like you got to deal with the medicinal plant 1st.
Mhm.
Got to deal with the medicinal plant. You want your guns? Hypothetically, got to deal with the medicinal plant. Because how are you going to keep guns, hypothetically, if you can't even deal with the medicinal plant?
Yeah.
So it's like, freedom's freedom. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you ain't going to respect the medicinal plant. Lo and behold, see if you get to keep your guns.
Yeah.
But it's like, so, yeah.
Okay.
But
And,
I mean, like, yeah,
no, you good, Roper. Hey, so
I like freedom.
oh, of course we do. Hey, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's already about to be. That show is about to start. Is there anything you want to say? You want to shout out? If you want,
Yeah.
there's a
Thank you,
camera
sir.
right here. Is there something
Yeah.
you want to shout
No,
out?
yeah,
real quick?
absolutely. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
VidAngel. Observe what you want to observe. Connect straight to your streaming services. Now with Peacock. VidAngel. Watch like an angel. This is something I wanted to say.
I got you, buddy.
This is just, I wanted to say that. Just
Okay.
like,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, Roper. Thank you for coming.
yeah,
on here, man.
no doubt.
The li-
Absolutely.
His link, his website will be in the link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Mhm.
Anyways, say any shout outs, Roper, you want to say? Shout out to
Jesus.
Shout out to Jesus. Thank you guys. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Oh,
Hap-
wait.
I was gonna say Happy Valentine's Day,
Can I
everyone.
see it?
There's a shirt.
Yeah, can you see it?
There's this
See
shirt.
that?
Yeah, he's a shirt. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Love you guys, ladies.
Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate
Y'all have a good one, man. Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Have a good one.